And now I'm joined by the big hitter himself, professional golfer OJ Farrell. OJ, how are you, my friend? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm not too shabby. I have to say. A big thank you to you, by the way, for coming on. I really, really appreciate it. You got in touch Monday, didn't we, with you? And you were like, yes, let's do it. And I really, really appreciate that. Now, OJ, you've been playing on the Clutch Pro Tour in 2020. Your first season as a full pro. How's it been?
It's been good. It's been a great season. I think, the Clutch Pro Tour was great and Tom did a great job considering, obviously, the situation that's been going on this year throughout the world. Obviously, given what happened, I think just being able to have a full season of events to play in was very nice because at one point it didn't look like we were going to have anything to play. So it was great to have something to play.
It was great to get out there, wasn't it? And I know Mizuno being a big backer of you as well. And how did the relationship come about with Mizuno?
Well, it started off actually with my coach. My coach, sort of an ambassador for Mizuno at Windlesham Golf Academy, which is where the Mizuno guys are members at. So I kind of got connected through that, really. And then it took off from there. So,
well, I remember interviewing you a couple of times. Well, in fact, every time I saw you, I interviewed you. I followed you around like a lost puppy, I think, most of the year. What I want to do is, you don't know I'm going to do this, by the way. You picked up a win, didn't you, at Sandwell Park in 2020. It's the first event that we are actually live at as well for the tour. And I just want to play back, OJ, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but your playoff victory over Ashley Chester's here at Sandwell Park. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your very first win as a pro.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sandwell Park Golf Club here on the Clutch Pro Tour today. We are down here at the 18th and it's gone to a playoff. And here is one of the players, Oliver Farrell, of course, and then we have Ashley Chester's coming down, both shot 400.
Right. OJ, T-Bag. Ash, your choice. There you go. Sudden death playoff. Ashley Chester's on the tee first.
Yeah, lovely drive there. Playing hard into the wind on this one, up the hill, wind off the left-hand side, so lovely drive there into play. So there's a pressure on the young man now. Playing much longer than it's actually playing this hole.
Wow.
Lovely drive there. Big, nice high draw against the wind.
You can see why these two shot 400 today, can't you?
Slided it in higher. It's starting to hold up in the air now. Slided it down a bit lower. And it's bounced it past. Well, it's spin and it comes. So it's.
Is it coming back?
No, it's just gone past the flag. So he's got that little tester across
so they look
the hill,
fairly
right to
even
left.
actually distance-wise. So this could be the final shot either of these chaps make.
Oh, it's a bit too high. He's very high. He's misjudged the pace there.
Okay, so this
got about only a 4-footer coming back from par.
Is it going to
still
start?
moving, still rolling.
So this could be it. Oliver Farrell putt to win the Sandwell Park Classic on the Clutch Pro Tour.
Down the hill, across the hill. He's got to start this about 3.5 feet, about 2 feet right in the hole. And the pace of this putt is lightning. Will it turn? Oh wow, high side. Wow.
They both have two tricky putts here. Either way, fantastic. Well done, Oliver.
Okay,
Oliver. I don't know about you, I feel nervous.
It's always nerve-wracking watching a playoff.
So Ashley Chester's must make this putt.
This is about a 4-footer, maybe a ball outside right edge with pace, but just a decent bit of pace. Anything soft and it will die hard left. And low side.
And he's missed it.
1 hole.
1 hole. The playoff has been settled on 1 hole. You're not allowed to shake hands.
Oliver, congratulations.
Oliver, I would love to shake your hand, but we can't, so congratulations. Now, am I right in thinking you went home?
I did, yeah.
Well, you only live half an hour away, is that right?
Yeah, I was 30 time this morning, so it would have been a long wait if I'd stayed.
We saw you out on Festi. You looked confident this morning. How did the course play for you?
It was great. I mean, it's a tough day today with the wind and greens being so fast. You have to put yourself in the right spots because, I mean, as I saw there, you get it above the pin, putting down the wind is tough. So you have to really think about what you're doing today.
What's it like playing in the playoff? Because I don't know about you, I was just saying to Aaron, I was nervous. How are you?
It's exciting. I mean, that's what you don't really get to play too much head-to-head golf, so it's nice. You know, you got to embrace the challenge and just, you know, you're playing someone else instead of just playing against yourself. So
must be delighted. Great to win. First tournament back for you, is this?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, first, other than Q School, first event as a pro. So good way to start. Yeah,
fantastic. Congratulations.
What was the main area that you felt you were confident with today? Hitting the ball striking, or was it the distance control with the wind and the gusts?
Yeah, I think my wedges into the green were really good. And I drove the ball really well. I think I missed 1 or 2 fairways today, so I was always in play, which
gave
was
yourself
helpful.
some opportunities.
Yeah.
Oliver, go celebrate. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing today.
OJ, hey, I mean, first event really as a pro. You went home. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great start to obviously my professional career. You know, I was feeling really good going into it. And, you know, I was so excited to sort of play. I've been waiting so long to play my first professional event, so I was super excited going into it. And I went out and played really well and obviously got the chance to got into a playoff, had a chance to win, and then I took it. So, you know, it was a great way to start.
You did take it. That putt that went about 4 feet beyond, did you think you'd blown it then? Or what was the mentality then?
No, not at all. I mean, I thought I'd made the first putt about halfway out. I thought it was in. And after I hit it, I was like, I probably knocked it a little, you know, I thought it was going to go maybe 2 feet by. And I knew how fast that putt was down there. I'd seen some other guys knock it way by. And then it just didn't stop going. And, you know, it rolled 6-7 feet past. Which is a bit of a shock. But I mean, I had the putt that Ashley had on the 18th hole, obviously my normal round. And I knew how tough a putt that was. So I knew that I had the easier putt coming back and it was straight up the hill, you know, just outside the left edge. So I could be aggressive with it and really put the pressure on. So.
Yeah, and that you certainly did. I have to say, I mean, you went home as well. You didn't think it was going to be enough. When you came back, did you get nervous ahead of the playoff? Or was it just, do you know what, whatever happens, I've done pretty well here?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was that, and then I was just so, you know, I knew that all I could do was go out there and, you know, hit each shot. I could do what I could control, hit each shot to the best of my ability. You know, I'm not intimidated by people, so being in the playoff wasn't something I was worried about. You know, I was, you know, excited. You know, obviously not having played a pro event, suddenly you guys were there sort of filming, and there's a few people behind the green, so it was an exciting time, and I just, you know, wanted to make the most of it. So
I have to say, OJ, for the rest of my life, I'm never going to forget that drive you did at the 18th when I was behind you on the club. You can't have hit a ball. How far is your longest ever drive?
I think in competition with wind, I think I've hit one about 430.
What?
Yeah, I played a par 5 at Hollandwell, 17th hole. Well, it might be more than that. Whatever the length of the 17th hole is Hollandwell, I had 50 yards into that hole, the par 5.
Unbelievable. That is massive. Now,
yeah.
We know you're a Mizuno player. We know that quite well. You're actually involved in another playoff this year as well, weren't you, actually? And I caught up with you at Sunningdale Heath. I caught up with you at the Mizuno Tour Van, and you took me through what's in your bag. So you didn't know I was going to play this either, did you?
No, I didn't know.
So I'm going to play this little interview of what is in
there today.
Not use it at all.
No, I didn't. So I had the 3-wood in the bag today, which is obviously Mizuno, and then I have a 2-iron driving iron, so 3 iron through.
We saw you finish birdie, 17-18. Obviously, 17. I watched Robert Rock this morning play 17 and 18.
Okay.
17 looked like the tee shot looked daunting because you couldn't see much of the green, but was a short hole, 148 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
What'd you hit there? Little pitching little gap wedge. How far? Would you put it close, obviously?
Pitched really close and then span back about 15 feet. So
and bend it.
Yeah, knocked
and
it
then
in.
18.
Hit a wedge. It was 151. Hit a wedge to about 6-7 feet. So
just right of the flag.
Yeah.
Just right. Just as I was saying before, when I did it, I went and showed everyone the green, and I was saying, anything pin high right gives you a pretty straightforward flat putt, and if you go past the flag, it goes over that back little ridge down the back there. But so you had a win at Sandwell.
Yeah.
You obviously striking the ball well.
Yeah, playing very well.
Going from Sandwell, playing obviously a full championship course, to now technically a par 3 golf course.
Yeah.
How do you change your mindset of, obviously no driver, as you said, but obviously ball striking accuracy is more of a play instead of just bombing it and getting up the fairway. How do you prepare for that?
I just treat it like a normal golf course. Like, okay, I've hit every fairway because you've got a perfect line on every tee box.
Yep.
So it's like, I've hit every fairway, I'm just going to play it like I normally would.
And approach showing to the green.
Yeah.
That's a great way of playing it. So he played every par 3 in his head as a second shot into a par 4. That's a brilliant way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
That is a great way of thinking about it.
I'm alright thinking you actually shot 3 under through the back 9. So was it slightly easier?
I hit it good all day. I just made a few putts on the back 9. I mean, I had a lot of good chances. The
greens look mint.
The greens are perfect. So you don't have to be patient. I think once you get past 11 and 12, which are the long ones, you've got 2 par 4s coming in, and you've got to. I mean, I had wedges into some of those greens coming in, so I knew I was going to have good chances. So I said to sort of wait till I get to that closing stretch.
Brilliant. Look, Mizuno, a big part of your career as well so far. I know. What would you like to say?
I mean, I can't thank them enough for the support they give me. I mean, they're awesome. I mean, we've. I had a lesson. My coach is just down at Windlesham, and I got done with him yesterday. And then Alex came down, and we did some stuff with the driver and the wood. I mean, they do everything to make sure they can get it in my hands.
What's next for you? So
Goodwood on Friday.
Friday, yep, obviously.
Goodwood on Friday.
But in the ways of meaning.
Oh, sorry.
Immediate.
Perhaps next season. What's the plan next season?
Where's the next level for Oliver Farrell? Where's the next
with
level
everything going on right now, I've got to figure it out. So I was meant to do Canadian Tour this year.
Right.
But obviously that got cancelled. So we'll have to see how everything develops with obviously this coronavirus as to whether I stay here in Europe, or the plan obviously is to go back over to the States, do Corn Ferry Tour, Canadian Tour, work the way to PGA Tour. But we'll see how everything develops, and if I have to stay here, then I'll go the European Tour route and enjoy Pro Tour, Challenge Tour that way. So.
Yeah, cool.
And one final question, on a very important question: OJ or Oliver?
OJ.
OJ.
Okay, there we go. Now we know. Now we know.
Noted.
Just in case we have to interview you later for the winner. Look, thanks for your time. It's soaking out here. Please go get yourself in and get dry.
That day, and thank you for clearing it up for me, by the way, as well. I was always unsure. OJ, just quickly, we touched on it actually. In fact, you kind of covered that off. What is the plan for next year now? Supposed to do Canadian Tour this year. Are you still looking at the North American route next year, or are you now going to focus potentially on Europe because of COVID?
No, I'm going to focus on Europe. I am going to head over to America in January, play a few Monday qualifiers for the PGA Tour, and get in some warm weather so I can practice for a few months. But then I'll be back here and I'll do Euro Pro Tour next year. I just think with obviously the situation isn't really getting that much better, and I need to be somewhere. But obviously, obviously being home is a lot easier, and it's easy to travel. I'm going to fly everywhere if I was going to be over in the States, which I have to do. So I'll be here next year, and then we'll see where that goes. So
I imagine long-term goal is PGA Tour then one day. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
One thing I have to say, OJ, as well. When you're a big superstar, I mean, you're already a big superstar anyway, but when you're an even bigger superstar, just don't forget your old mate Ian.
No, I'll make sure you can come and do some interviewing.
Definitely. And Windlesham is just down the road from me. I've played Windlesham a couple, so we must get around him. We must get around him. Fantastic. OJ, look, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. I do really, really appreciate it. Are you just at home for Christmas now? Is that it for the year? You done?
Yeah, that's it now. I'll be here at home for Christmas, and then I think I'm going to try and get to Florida in about January 17th. So a few more weeks of practicing in the wet weather. I'll have a nice Christmas with the family and then get to some sunshine.
Do you, just a quick question, when you're on the range, because obviously you hit the ball so far, you hit it so hard. Do you focus on driver more, or because you kind of got that nailed in now, do you focus a bit more over down the bag a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I would say 80%. I would say 80% of my practice is within pitch and wedge and down. Yeah. And then, I mean, I'll only hit balls if I'm working on some of my swing or if I'm going to do some shot shaping. The rest of this, I do long game stuff on the golf course when I'm playing. So it's all short game practice, really.
Brilliant. I'm going to be coming to you for a lesson. OJ, thanks so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Have a lovely Christmas, won't you? Have a lovely New Year. And say hello to your dad for me as well. He was never present, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Looking after you. And it was always so great. He'd always talk to us, always a friendly face. It's always a real pleasure having you guys around on the Clutch Pro Tour, and big things for the future. OJ, you are certainly a player to watch out for.